Ho ho ho, Christmas is really close, and if you're still looking for a last minute gift for a nerdy loved one, this video will help you out. I'll show you software that developers actually use, which you can gift because they offer, for example, a subscription you can gift or official gift cards. That means you can literally buy them up to the very last second. We'll also take a look at learning platforms for real coders, but also for people who might be more interested in improving soft skills or diving deeper into hobbies. Then, if you maybe don't know someone that well, I've got a few really low-risk ideas, some great book recommendations as well, and, last but not least, ideas for physical gifts that are usually widely available around the world and can be delivered very quickly. To be clear, I'm not affiliated with any of these products or companies in any way. These are all genuine recommendations. Let's go. Most developers also use their computers extensively in their private lives, have side projects to work on, or do other things with them. So why not give tools as a gift that actually support them? Software that's genuinely useful but also costs money. And since we don't really want to just give cash with a note saying please buy a subscription to service X, I've picked out a few options where you can either buy gift cards online or get a license key that you can then gift. Write it on a card or something similar. Personally, I'd find that pretty cool. And my first tip, Proton. Most people probably know Proton from their VPN services, which is rated excellent, and honestly, who doesn't need a good VPN from time to time? On top of that, Proton offers a whole range of additional services with a strong focus on privacy, encrypted email, cloud storage, their own AI assistant, and more. And in the Proton shop, you can buy digital gift cards in different price categories. Really cool. A real insider tip, Setup. It's a festive bundle of apps for Mac nerds. You open a drawer, boom, another app you suddenly need even though yesterday you didn't even know it existed. It's incredibly attractive as a gift because it's not just a single tool, but an entire collection of high-quality Mac apps that you can use as part of a subscription. CleanShot X for high-end screenshots and GIF creation, Bartender for personalizing your menu bar, Ulysses, a premium writing app, Paste, iStat menus, Clean My Mac to clean up your disk, Swish, ChronoSync, and many more. The list is really long. The only downside, it's only available for Apple devices. But if someone has one, they'll probably be absolutely thrilled. And here as well, you can buy gift cards. Moving on. A tool that is also available on Setup, but they're only for Mac and only as a subscription that can expire, and that I find especially cool for people who do a lot of development in their private time is Proxyman, available for Mac, Windows and Linux. And for this one, you can buy a lifetime subscription directly on their website as a license key that you can then gift. But what does Proxyman do? With Proxyman, you can capture and manipulate the entire network traffic of web applications as well as mobile apps. That means, similar to the dev tools in the browser, you can inspect requests, but also set breakpoints, modify headers and payloads, and mock whole APIs. And this is especially great for people who like debugging network traffic and really understanding what an app is doing and what it's sending over the network. Another great tip for an app, Reflector 4. This gives you wireless screen mirroring from mobile devices to your computer. Whether it's Android or iOS, you can mirror screens, even multiple ones at the same time. You can record them, you can also stream to other devices. So especially if the person you're gifting this to has many different devices and use cases that involve connecting them, I think this is a great tool. Almost every developer, secretly or not so secretly, has an idea for an app, or maybe wants to try building a small video game at some point. Honestly, that's how it is for me, and I've heard many developers say the same. But if you're not already doing app or game development professionally, you first have to find your way into it. And that's exactly where the following gift ideas can help. Give learning content. Give a course that can be inspiring. It can give someone the little push they need, and especially over the holidays, it's a great opportunity to calmly dive into a new technology. One recommendation for that, Udemy. Most people probably know the platform already. It offers a huge amount of course material, not just game development of course, but pretty much anything imaginable. Not only software related courses either, but also things like marketing or photography. At the same time, there's a lot of web development, databases, AI, but also game and mobile development, which I think is a really nice idea. Gift a Flutter course or a Flutter Flow course for people who don't want to code as much, or a course on getting started with game development. Udemy is simply fun, very hands-on, and you get into actually building things right away. Once you picked something you want to gift, you can click Gift this course directly on the course page. In the learning space, there are also other options. Something a bit more corporate style is Pluralsight, which I use myself as well. This is more of a structured learning and upskilling platform, less like Udemy, where you just watch a bit of this and a bit of that. The focus is on professional technical skills, software development, IT, cloud, security, data. Compared to Udemy, I'd say it's more professional, but sometimes also a bit drier and less hands-on. It's a great idea for people who want to develop professionally. And yes, this is also something you can gift. Pluralsight officially supports that. But the really nice thing about gifting learning is that you can also give people something they don't already do every day for work. Not programming, but something completely different. DJing, writing a novel, cooking, or magic. And a platform I've also used myself and really liked is Masterclass. On Masterclass, very well-known personalities present their craft. These are often shorter courses, but very well produced. The focus here is strongly on inspiration. You watch your favorite author talk about how they write a novel and suddenly you feel like doing it yourself. Or you watch more soft skill focused courses about communication, motivation and similar topics. With Masterclass, you can simply gift general access as a subscription and your recipient will find something there. There is really something for everyone. If you're at this point in the video and thinking, yeah, all nice and good so far, but maybe you don't actually know that person that well, you're not sure whether they really want to program a video game, or you don't know exactly what software they already own, in that case, you can of course play it a bit safer and simply gift App Store or Google Play Store credit, but you can still dress it up nicely so it doesn't feel like you're just giving money. For example, if the person you're gifting to is a real organization nerd, write on a card, this is for a Todoist subscription to unlock all the premium features of Todoist, a very well-known to-do list app. Or for someone more creative who writes a lot, Burr. Or more dev-related again, Termius, a really cool SSH client. The advantage here is that the gesture of the gift is still meaningful, you clearly put some thought into it, but at the same time, in case of doubt, the person can still use the credit for something else. And of course, there's also a more nerdy version of this gift, a Steam gift card. If you know someone plays games or is interested in the tools available there's quite a bit in the game design space as well, Esperite, Asset Forge, RPG Maker, you name it. In that case, some Steam credit can also be a really solid gift choice. The classic Christmas gift, a book. And there are actually plenty of books that make a lot of sense for developers. The big advantage here is that a physical book can usually be delivered very quickly, or you gift an ebook instead. Even without an ebook reader, everyone can simply download the Kindle app, for example, and Kindle ebooks can also be gifted. In the book space, there's obviously an enormous amount of very specialized literature. If you know the person you're gifting to well, and you know they work with distributed systems, you can gift a book exactly on that topic. Otherwise, here are a few general recommendations. Books by Eddie Osmani, for example, a well-known Google developer who has published on topics like vibe coding or building large-scale web apps. Sino Raucher wrote 14 Habits of Highly Productive Developers. If you're considering that one, I've already made a video about it that you can check out. Or you go for books with a bit more focus on workflows and productivity, even though I personally find that word a bit tricky because it sounds so much like hustle culture, which is not really the point here. It's often more about pursuing your goals in a calm, low-stress way. In that category, I can recommend Feel Good Productivity by Ali Abdaal, or of course Getting Things Done by David Allen, basically the productivity Bible. Very useful for people in tech companies. So a lot of examples for digital gifts, but if you really want to have a physical gift under the tree, something you can actually unwrap, I've got a few more tips for things that are actually very well available around the globe and can therefore be delivered pretty quickly. The classic developer gift, the rubber duck. This here is my lovely unicorn duck. For anyone who doesn't know about this is about rubber duck debugging. When you're stuck on a problem, in your code you explain the problem to the duck, and while explaining it, you often end up finding the solution yourself. I've also worked in an office where literally every developer had one of these sitting on their desk. It's inexpensive and quick to ship. A bit more expensive, but generally still easy to get, are a Raspberry Pi or an Arduino. If the person you're gifting to is creative and enjoys tinkering, you'll almost certainly make them happy with one of these. I've built several projects like this myself, a photo booth, a small vending machine, a magic mirror, and right now I'm building a CNC machine. There are so many ideas and tons of content on YouTube. You'd definitely make me happy with that kind of gift. Other ideas. Mechanical keycaps can be a nice nerdy gift, although you probably need to know which keyboard the person is using. For better ergonomics at the desk, wrist rests are also a great option, or maybe just a nice little plant for the desk. You can find those last minute as well. And honestly, a bit of green is good for every desk. And that's it for this video. I hope you were able to take away a bit of inspiration for your gift ideas. I wish you wonderful Christmas holidays, and if you want to do me a favor, leave a like and a subscription. That really helps this channel grow. Take care and see you next time.